Hey everybody, just want to give y'all a quick video. If you own a Kubota L2000, L175, anything along those lines, it's like a gray market tractors. They were only meant to be sold in Japan, but they ended up over here in the States. So I picked this one up for 800 bucks. You can get them super cheap. I have scoured the internet for videos on them. There's nothing on them. So I figured I'd give y'all a little clip of it split down. What it took to do it. One of the big issues that I had on here was the reverse gear was stripped out on this. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace it. Reverse gear is this small one that I've got the flashlight on right here. Okay, it rides on that rod. Inside here, on the left, you take those two bolts out, that whole shaft will pull out. It's got an O-ring around it, but it'll just slide right out. You drop your reverse gear in from the top, slide your shaft back through, you're good to go. You can do it through this clutch access plate without having to split the tractor, but it's extremely difficult. To split these tractors, it takes me about 15 minutes. Go and do your fuel filter housing from right here. Couple linkages, there's nothing to it. It literally takes 20 minutes to split, so please don't freak out like I did and spend 3 hours trying to mess with that reverse gear when you can split it in about 15 minutes. Just to give y'all a look on the inside, there's your clutch, there's your input shaft. I've actually got the throwout bearing pulled out, and that's another thing I wanted to go over because I'm sure that other people are having the same issue. When I got this thing, it grinded like hell in every single gear. It didn't matter what you put it in. You can see the marring on the edge of the drive gears up top. Let me get this thing around. I don't know if you can see it, but let me get the light on it, if it'll focus. That right there is the main input shaft gear, and you can see how it's marred up on the left side, okay? So I've been fooling with this thing for weeks trying to figure out why it was grinding. So I finally pulled out the throwout bearing, as you can see here. It's also got a seal on the inside and an O-ring. So I couldn't figure out why the gears kept grinding. So I pulled the throwout bearing off the front and noticed, you can see that C-clip. Let me get the light where you can kind of see it. There's a C-clip that goes right in front of that bearing. Okay, it was broken. So it got me thinking. I come back to the back. You can see there's two shafts that go back to the drive on the tractor. The top one is for your forward, your drive gears. That bottom one down low is for your PTO. Well, in the middle, let me see if I can get you can see it right there in the center of the screen. There's the shaft. That's the main input shaft from the transmission. From the motor. And it's got a C-clip and a bearing as well. Well, I've already driven it in, but that bearing sits inside a little race right there. And it was kicked out about 1/4 inch, which was throwing all of the main gears that are on it. You can see one right there. Let me move these gears around. You can see two right there, and then the one up front. All those gears are made onto that input shaft. So with that C-clip being broken in the front, it had slid the whole PTO shaft, the whole input shaft back about 1/4 inch. Hence as to why all the gears were grinding. And I don't know why it took me so long to figure it out. But I have scoured the internet for information, and there's nothing on these tractors. But I've split this one now 3 times. There's nothing to it. If y'all have any questions or issues you're having with one, man, y'all holler at me. I've learned a lot, and there is literally not a single video on the internet about these old Japanese tractors. The only one that I found is an L175 where the guy was doing a reverse gear. and it really wasn't very detailed. But you know, if y'all have any questions, if y'all want to see something a little more about it, me doing something different about it, you know, let me know. I'll put a video up when I get everything put back together of it running and driving. But man, these gearboxes are very simple. Very simple. So if y'all have any questions, want to see something a little more, y'all let me know. You know, this is the, you know, just while I've got the video going, if you have, you know, a shift fork that's broke or bent, you do not have to split the tractor to replace it. All you have to do, let me see if I can get it centered in. You can see it's got little round pins in the shaft. You can drive out these little covers, and you can replace all these shift forks if you've got one bent or broken without having to split the tractor. These here are for your PTO gears, the two long ones. These two here are your two drive gears. This one here is your reverse gear. So it's very simple stuff. It just took me forever to figure it out. But if y'all got any questions, if y'all think the video was informational, if y'all liked it, you know, like, subscribe. Any questions, leave them in the comments or shoot me a message, and I'll try to help y'all out best I can. Y'all have a good one.